There is a truth no one ever tells you. Attracting women does not start with your actions. It starts with your mindset. A lot of men believe that as long as they do everything right, speak better, behave more smoothly, and try harder to impress, women will be attracted to them. But the more they try, the more they lose the very thing that made them attractive in the first place. The truth is, women can feel how you feel about yourself. When you lack confidence, you unconsciously put them on a pedestal, seek their approval, fear rejection, and worry about losing points. And those small signals, even when they are subtle, are enough to lower your attraction in their eyes. On the other hand, when you are grounded, when you do not need to impress, when you do not need permission to be yourself, the energy you give off is completely different. If you are trying to change your behavior, your lifestyle, or who you are, just to match one woman's preferences, there is a good chance you are going in the wrong direction. Attraction does not come from chasing. It comes from living by your own reality and your own standards. And when you do that, women become the ones who want to understand you, not the other way around. The most important secret is revealed at the end of this video, so make sure you watch until the end. You will understand the core psychological principles that allow you to keep your attraction without forcing yourself or pretending to be someone else. And if you want to build solid confidence, maintain high standards, and choose the right woman for your life, subscribe to the channel right now. The content here is not for the masses. It is for men who want to live according to their values. The problem many men are facing is not that they are not attractive enough. It is that they place women too high compared to themselves. When you meet a beautiful or captivating woman, you start changing the way you behave. You become more careful, you try harder, and you hold yourself back. You are afraid of saying the wrong thing, afraid of rejection, afraid of losing the opportunity. And that fear causes you to act differently from who you truly are. When you seek approval, you are indirectly telling the other person that your value depends on their reaction. When you try too hard to impress, you are showing that you do not believe you are already enough. And when you fear rejection, you begin avoiding the expression of your real boundaries, standards, and desires. All of this comes from a scarcity mindset, the belief that opportunities are limited, that this woman is too special, and that if you lose her, there will be no one else. If you have ever felt that you were lowering your standards, compromising your values, or becoming a different version of yourself just to be accepted, this is the core issue that needs to be faced directly. Not to blame yourself, but to understand that this approach is quietly taking away your personal power. What needs to change is not how you please women, but how you position yourself in the interaction. When you enter dating with the mindset that you must be accepted, must impress, or must keep everything going smoothly, you are unconsciously placing yourself in a lower position. And from that position, it is very difficult to create real attraction. Attraction does not come from how much effort women see you making. It comes from whether they feel that you are living by your own standards. A man with value does not need to prove that value. He does not seek validation because he already has validation from within. That lack of needing permission is what truly creates the difference. The issue for many men is not a lack of skills, but overvaluing women while undervaluing themselves. When you put someone on a pedestal simply because of her looks or the initial emotional spark, you give her power she never had to earn. Attraction only begins when two people stand on equal ground, where you are choosing her, not trying to be chosen by her. When you see dating as a two-way selection process instead of a competition to be accepted, your entire energy shifts. And that shift is the foundation for the core psychological principles we are about to talk about next. There is one principle that governs attraction that very few people explain clearly. Women are attracted to a man who does not need them to feel complete. Not because he is cold or arrogant, but because he does not place his value in other people's reactions. The moment you meet a woman and start thinking that you must impress, must keep everything right, must avoid rejection, you have already placed yourself in the position of needing approval. From that position, every action you take carries a sense of wanting something. And that neediness, no matter how well it is hidden, is always felt. The truth is very simple. Your value is not decided in a conversation with a woman. It is decided by how you live when no women are around. If you have standards, principles, and a life you are not willing to break just to keep attention, you enter dating from a position of choice. If you are willing to change your schedule, compromise your values, or lower yourself just to avoid losing an opportunity, you are clearly communicating that you are not grounded. A man with real attraction does not seek approval. He does not need feedback to feel okay. He does not fear rejection because rejection does not threaten his value. That lack of fear of loss creates something very powerful. His presence feels like something that must be earned, not something that is freely available. If you truly understand this principle, many things will naturally fall into place. You do not need to learn more ways to impress. You only need to answer one question. Are you living from a sense of enough or from a fear of not having enough? That answer determines how women experience you. Now we move into a real-life situation. Situation number 1. You meet a very attractive woman and immediately feel like you have to do well. The common wrong reaction is becoming overly careful. You speak more cautiously, try to choose better words, and try to appear more interesting or more polite than usual. On the surface, it looks refined, but internally the state is very clear. You are afraid of losing the opportunity. The correct reaction in this situation is to keep your natural rhythm of presence and speak the same way you would with anyone else. You do not elevate her, and you do not lower yourself. This reaction creates attraction because women can feel that you are not controlled by looks or first impressions. When you do not change who you are just because she is attractive, you quietly communicate that your value does not depend on whether she likes you or not. Situation number 2. She replies to messages slowly or inconsistently. The wrong reaction is to start overthinking and trying to make up for it. Sending more messages, showing extra concern, or changing your tone to keep the connection alive. These actions do not come from genuine care. They come from a fear of being abandoned. The correct reaction is to do nothing in that moment. You put your phone down, return to what you were doing, and allow the anxious feeling to pass without acting on it. This reaction creates attraction because it shows that you do not need someone else's response to feel okay. When you do not react from fear, you maintain a sense of being enough, and that state is always felt more clearly than any message you could send. Situation number 3. The conversation slows down, and you feel an urge to say something just to keep it going. The wrong reaction is to fill the silence with questions, stories, or anything at all, just to avoid the pause. This unintentionally makes the energy feel forced. The correct reaction is to allow the conversation to come to a natural stop. You do not try to stretch it, and you do not try to prove that you are interesting. This reaction works because a man who is not afraid of pauses shows that he does not depend on the interaction to confirm his value. Comfort with silence creates a sense of safety and curiosity rather than pressure. Situation number 4. You start changing your schedule, habits, or principles just to fit her. The wrong reaction is convincing yourself that this is flexibility or being considerate. In reality, it is a sign that you are trading your life to keep someone's attention. The correct reaction is to maintain the structure of your life and your standards, even if that means losing the opportunity. This reaction creates attraction because it shows that you have your own life, clear boundaries, and no need to disrupt your order for someone who has not proven compatibility. Women are not attracted to early sacrifice. They are attracted to stability and groundedness. Situation number 5. You are afraid of rejection, so you avoid expressing your real desires or boundaries. The wrong reaction is playing it safe, speaking indirectly, or staying in situations that do not feel right just to avoid losing the connection. The correct reaction is to clearly state what you want and calmly accept whatever outcome follows. This reaction creates attraction because you are acting from self-respect, not fear. Rejection does not make you less valuable. Only losing yourself does. When you are willing to lose someone who is not aligned, you place yourself in the position of the chooser. When you look back at these 5 situations, you will see that they all revolve around one single point. Are you reacting from a sense of being enough or from a fear of not having enough? Every time you choose not to react impulsively, not to lower yourself, and not to trade who you are for an uncertain connection. You are building attraction in the most sustainable way possible. If you look at this entire video, one thing becomes very clear. Attraction does not come from what you say or do in each moment. It comes from how you react when things do not go your way. In those small moments, when messages are delayed, when conversations slow down, when you fear losing an opportunity, you are unconsciously deciding your position. Most men are not unattractive because they lack skills. They are unattractive because they react from a fear of scarcity. And the moment you stop reacting from that fear, many things automatically begin to change. You do not need to force confidence. You simply need to stop making yourself smaller through rushed reactions. When you maintain a sense of being enough, you naturally enter dating from the position of the chooser, not the one waiting to be chosen. The most important thing is this: you do not need to apply everything at once. Just start by noticing the moment you are about to react the wrong way and choose to pause. Big changes always begin with very small decisions like this. And when those decisions become habits, attraction is no longer something you chase. It becomes the result of how you show up every day. In the next video, we will go deeper into a very practical question. How do you maintain this sense of being enough when you genuinely like someone and do not want to lose the connection? This is where many men misunderstand things, and where many relationships begin to drift off course if it is not seen clearly. If this video helped you better understand how you are reacting in dating, hit the like button to support the channel, share it with other men who might need to hear this, and subscribe so you do not miss the next content. Thank you for staying until the end of the video, and I will see you in the next one.